My friend, what made you stumble on this humble grave in Fairview lawn? Are you looking for somebody long since gone, or do you find this tale romantic? Maybe you just want to know what happened all those years ago, the night the Titanic went below in the icy North Atlantic. Do Crossgar folk still mind me there? Do the crowd still run to the Wednesday fair? As the market house standing in the square? Och, it's a long time since I left her. 'Tis the train still run that carried me awa frae Crossgar to the sea, no knowing what lay in front of me, no knowing what I was after. At 16 year, my sap still rising, I went to chase the far horizon. I found my path when I clapped my eyes on Belfast docks a heaving. I knowed I'd found my way in life, nae house for me, nae wean nor wife, nae soldier's musket, drum nor fife, the sea would be my leaving. I joined a ship and learned my art, and served in an outward flirt. I shovelled coal and I read up dirt, it was tough but never too hard. I done my job and drew me pay, whatever they asked me I said aye. I grafted on and by, they called me a false steward. And then by word of mouth I heard, a big new ship shindy in the yard, was looking for men with a sailor's card. I took half at a fair old kilter. When I won my berth I fairly glowed, to yin and a none showed, the boat was built by yins I knowed, and I come frae where they built her. A sailor's seen it a before, he's crossed a briny 10 times o'er, he's stood on many a distant shore, Australian, Greek, Hispanic. But nothing that I'd ever seen, and nary a place I'd ever been, held a candle to that majestic queen, the RMS Titanic. The 10th of April came at last, and the passengers were burdened fast. We lined the rails and watched them past, their eyes aflame with wonder. The gangways pulled back to the quay, the ropes cast off and we were free. The Titanic edged her whitey sea, her horn roared out like thunder. First to France and then to Cork, Queenstown the last stop before New York. I settled down to do my work, serving drinks to the rich and famous. I hate to say they were decent folk, they liked to yarn and they cracked a joke, and they teased me a bit the way I spoke, before misfortune overcame us. 4 days out on a moonless night, nae stars about for guiding light, the first class lounge was warm and bright, and they danced to the music playing. We felt a wee shudder, nothing great, plates slid a bit frae where they were set, a drink or two spilt but nae do get wet. We wondered what they were doing. And then we felt her start to slow, and shame the passengers looked to know, so I set off for down below, to get some word to please them. The officers a were looking tense, a caught up with some suspense. Folk looked to me to hear some sense, but I had nae words to haze them. I made my way to the steerage stair, I couldn't take in what met me there. Folk were running everywhere, wains and men and women. Couldn't see what caused it in, what was making all them people run, but when I tried to go on in, there was water there to swim in. This was the ship that couldn't sink, that's what they got us all to think. But I seen that water, black as ink, and it changed my way of thinking. I seen the way the own water flowed, 10 years a sailor, so I knowed this thing would only end the end road. The Titanic was early sinking. I been as knew the bells were ringing, I ran to where the boats were hanging, yen by yen we set them swinging, with as money as we could heave in. Plenty weren't keen to go, this ship cannae sink, you know, we're safer here than down below, some yens never stop believing. In that mad melee we done our best, but still to come was our hardest test. When the last boat dropped we looked at the rest, we had dreadful trepidation. They looked to us to bring them home, I cursed the soil whoever's to blame, I hung my head in helpless shame, I couldn't offer them salvation. Some yens stood with vacant stare, others bowed their heads in prayer, somebody started singing there, Abide with me. But before another hour was gone, hollow was prayed to see the dawn, and aye it's true the band played on, Nearer my God to thee. Young lovers held their sweethearts tight, the lonely stared it across the night, mothers told wains it would be all right, but the wee souls still were crying. I was kinda glad I was on me ain, with it a wife, or mair, a wean, and nae way for me to ease their pain, there'd be nae comfort in this day. To see the eyes of a full-grown man with his 2 children by the hand, and knowing full well where they're gone, was like being to hell descended. Cannae look him in the eye, I cannae tell the old man a lie, his wains on him and me will die afore this night is ended. The night was split by a perfect crack, our stricken ship had broke her back, the lights went out and I went black, my heart was fairly thumping. I knowed the time was drawing nigh, the aft end knew was rising high, my turn was coming to say goodbye, all around me folk were jumping. In vain I stood but nae searchlight swept, beside me a heartbroke lassie wept. I took her hand and together we leapt, and fell to the ice-cold water. The shock o' hitting broke her grip, I felt her hand by my hand slip. The last young lass to leave that ship, I pray the lifeboat's got her. A drowning man's life runs afore his eyes, and he sees all his truth and lies, and he's time to repent before he dies, but that privilege forsook me. The icy cold that hit me there, too much for any man to bear, I couldn't tak it ony mair, and blackness overtook me. My friend, you're squaring up to lee, but whatever grief you might feel for me, I'm lying here and no at sea, you could say my fate was kinder. 1200 mair they couldn't save, while left this world below a wave, they're lying now in a watery grave, with nae heedstane or reminder.